Like, I know so many people that have things they want to do, but they're so focused on being in dad mode that they're like, well, I have to be there for my kids. I have to be there for my wife. I have no time to do the things that I really want to go do.
So what's the question?
So what do you do in that situation?
I think those people are confused, man. Like, I think they're confused. Like, at the end of the day, it goes back to, you got to take care of yourself first. And if you're not happy and you've given up on your dreams, then you're going to give up on everybody else. I really believe in that. Like, if I'm going to give up, like, I've got a dream and goals I want to accomplish. So those are personal to me. So if I'm willing to give up on that, then I'm willing to give up on you, and I'm willing to give up on my kids, and I'm willing to give up on my friends and everybody else. So I don't agree with that. I think that's just a cultural, society programmed lump of crap that is not sustainable. Like, you got to be happy. So when I hear people say, oh, but I gave up my dreams for my kids, then you're stupid. You're dumb. You're dumb. Your kids are going to grow up and they're going to leave the house and they're going to create their own life, right? Yes, you have a fiduciary responsibility to take care of them, but there's no law that says you got to give up on your own dreams for your kids or for your spouse or anybody else. Like, I won't give up my dreams for anybody, dude. Like, if somebody came to me and says, well, I'm not going to be with you, I'm going to leave you because unless you give up on your dreams, I'm going to be like, you want me to help you pack? You want me to load your car up? Like, it's not going to happen. And people need to understand that what that means is, hey, this person is not willing to give up on themselves. That means they're not going to give up on you either, right? Like, I'm very weary of the person that says, well, I gave up on my dreams because of blah, blah, blah. Well, okay, well then you're easily going to give up on me. Because if you're willing to break an agreement with yourself, then you're going to break an agreement with me. You know what I mean? So I disagree with that logic. It doesn't make no sense.
And it sets a bad example for the kids for their life too, right? That I need to sacrifice my goals because that's what my dad did.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I got divorced, 10 years ago. And, I remember thinking at that time, because people were like, oh yeah, but what about your kids and blah, blah, blah. And I said to that person, I said, yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing. If I fast forward 20 years and my kids were now grown and I asked them and I told them, hey, I stayed in this relationship and I was miserable and I gave up the golden years of my life because I wanted to make you happy, what would their answer be? And he says, I don't know. And I says, well, what do you think their answer would be? And he was like, they'd probably say, Dad, you shouldn't have done that, right? Like, you should have lived your life, right? Okay. So if you're in that situation, you got to understand that, like, fast forward. Kids are going to grow up and they're going to leave and they're going to create their own life, right? I can tell you that I'm in a way better position today than I was 10 years ago to help my kids as opposed to where I was before. So I think that, it was the best decision that I ever made in my life. Like, one of the best decisions I made was just to leave that toxic environment and move on. And you know what? I think it worked out.